You already know what it is, man. You be the underboss, the apex. My partner Hurricane Joe-EZ in the building. Fuego Talk is back with a very special invited guest. We have the one and only V with us today, y'all. Yes. And I should say co-founder or co-owner of House of Mac.
Yep.
Yes, co-owner of House of Mac, the legendary House of Mac.
You might see her
which is a Miami staple now. Shouts to my brother Teach as well.
Yeah, what's up, big bro? But you might see her working.
Yeah. No, you definitely gonna see her working. She be putting in work. She be on the IG going in.
Sure do.
I be seeing you on your workout, on your fitness grind
man,
too.
I gotta do it. I gotta stay healthy.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. We we the OGs, but we gotta stay active. We gotta be, you know what I mean?
Right.
We gotta keep up with the youth.
I'm trying to keep up with the youth right now. I'm gonna tell you, it's a struggle.
Yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But thank you for coming though. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Appreciate you having patience to come through and deal with Hurricane Joe and
this guy.
So let me ask you. So the last time we did see each other was that in the South Beach Food and Wine. That's in March. I saw you last year.
It is in February.
Oh, February. Okay, so I saw you.
I think it's like the
ago.
end of February. I want to say.
Was that the last time you guys seen each other? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, that's wild.
We'll bump into each other out somewhere, or we'll get invited to the house and see each other.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, we go back a long way.
Have we had Cream come over to House of Mac yet? We need to do that.
Wow. Oh my God! Don't even say that.
No, we need to do that.
I don't even think. Oh my God! I've taken it to so many places. I don't even think
that we need to do that ASAP. That's the first thing we need to do if we haven't done so already.
That's on you.
I know.
All right.
No, but she know. Remember, I reached out and be like, "Yo, go put a spizzy up there."
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes, he did. That's true.
That's
true.
I'm like, you better go over there and rain, make it rain.
His home team.
We weren't gonna say nothing. We just keep it under the books.
We can pull up anytime.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
It's all good.
For sure.
So, can we talk a little bit about the history?
Of course.
Of V and everything that led to the House of Mac conception?
Us coming here together.
Yeah.
That's a loaded statement.
Really?
Well, I mean, so to nutshell everything, basically, me and my husband met. How old? 25 years ago, probably.
Wow.
What's that? 95?
98.
Oh, okay, 98.
98. And we met at Red Lobster. He tells this story all the time, and it's like people are like, really? Because I used to work at Red Lobster, and then he got a job at Red Lobster, and then that's where we met. And, we just became friends, and then we started dating after that. Long story short, had a family, the whole 9 yards.
Beautiful.
And, I mean, you guys know the history. He worked with Pitt. He managed Pitbull for many years.
Pitt, yes. The whole
Pitt's dope.
Yes.
And so all those years, he was just doing that, and then he kind of just wanted to do his own thing and build a legacy for his kids, for our kids.
And I love it, yes.
And he started kind of going into, he's always cooked. He's always loved cooking. And then he started, he's like, well, we should do a food truck. I'm like, okay, cool, And he did that. And like the man that he is, because me and my sister say this all the time, like he doesn't know how to fail. He was just like, he went through so many struggles with that food truck. The first one that he had, because it was always breaking down.
Couldn't partner with.
I remember.
Yeah.
$300 a toe. I'm the historian. Don't worry, I'm the historian.
Listen, it was serious. Like it was so bad. And people would show up, they would pull up and help, with the truck. It was really dope. Like I'm so grateful not thinking about it. Like these people really just would come out just to help him.
That's 2014.
Yeah. 2014. And then we ended up being in the Wynwood Yard. That went really well. Everything blew up at that point, and then the rest is kind of history.
The lines.
Let
me say the lines are going to.
My son used to always want to go
5 hour wait.
Let's go there. We'd go and the line would be crazy. I'd pull up and the teacher would be like.
But before the lines, I want to say this. Before the lines, here we go. This is what I love too, because I have a picture that is actually. I tell Lionel, you'll call Teach.
Right.
We want to eat.
Right.
We'll wait. Nah, I don't want to go. I don't want to get. Yo, just come. We here. So it's me, Lionel, and Cobra and a friend. I have a picture of just 4 of us.
Yeah.
Eating at the truck.
At Wynwood Yard.
But he didn't want to go because you don't have the popularity. And we just tell him, Joe, just come. Don't worry, it's going to happen. And look what happened. So that's the beautiful thing about it. I have a picture.
It's beautiful.
Still up.
It's beautiful to see the growth. It's beautiful to see how far, it's come. And you know what I mean? How
the taste.
No, I mean,
taste.
He's definitely one of those dudes. Like he busts his ass.
Well, it's beautiful to see you guys as well, because you guys are like goals. because it's not only just him. Because
it's
you know, you gotta. I always say, you know, well, my partner always says, there's behind every, you know, successful man, there's always, you know, a strong woman. That because, you know, it's the only way. And you guys are really like goals, like I said.
We
you guys
push each other though. Like we joke around a lot, and we'll be like sometimes I'll be, can I curse on here? I can curse, right? Okay, because you know I curse. Okay, I just want to make sure. No, but like we joke around all the time, because every time like either one of us is like going through somewhere, just having a bad day or whatever. Right. And then like sometimes I'll be complaining, or I'll be like, oh, whatever, and he'll be like, man, you ain't no pussy, I ain't raised you like that. You better just, you know what I'm saying, toughen up. And I'm like, can't you just be nice right now?
Tighten up, soldier.
Nah, I don't need that right now. I want you to just be like, okay, babe, you know. He's like, nah, man, I ain't raised you like that. Get it together.
No, ain't none of that with big teeth.
That's what we got to do sometimes, you know. And he does that, and we hold each other accountable, you know, and we just try to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
You know, I read something the other day. It was like 80-20, 70-30, 60-40. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your partner or the person that you're with is not always
100%.
able to go 100 or 80 or 60. Sometimes you got to kind of pick up the slack for them.
Yes. Very true.
You know,
very
back and forth. So
very true.
We try to do that. Sometimes we both have a bad day.
Right. And another thing is, here the beauty of it, of being a business owner, is that sometimes you might work 6-7 days a week. So it's very sometimes hard. Right? It's extremely hard. So I know about working 7 days a week since I was about 15 years old. So to me, it's easy. Some people, it might be a little bit hard, you know. But if you do that, that just comes with the game.
I'll take it a step further and say, not only is it hard, but when you're married to that person,
you become that image.
It's not even just that, but it's hard to separate business. Yep. From, you know, you'll be in bed and you're watching TV and trying to watch a movie and you're talking about work, and it's like,
you're thinking about the business.
Yeah, but I mean, how can you not?
Talk to my girl about that.
At the same time, I feel like that's healthy though, right?
No, but like, sometimes you want to turn it off. That's why.
Sometimes you want to, but it's hard. It's hard. Yeah,
that's hard.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's healthy, even if you can't turn it off. I think that kind of like relationship is healthy. If we're building something together and we're in business together, and we're like, that's the most beautiful relationship to have, I think.
Because you push each other, you inspire each other, and that's great, right? But sometimes you just want to be able to just not think about
disconnect.
Work.
Of course.
And even on vacation.
Right.
That's what
talk about work.
But I'll tell you what.
You understand.
I'll tell you what. Be careful what you wish for, because you don't want to be in one of those relationships where you're like, oh, you know, I was thinking about this and that, and she's like, oh, I don't want to hear anything about the studio. I don't want to hear anything about the music.
No, it's not like that. It's not like
that's almost like, you know what I mean? It's you're like, you gotta be careful what you wish for.
I have said that.
Right?
I have said that.
But,
I'd be
but
like,
that's
I don't want
what
to
I'm
talk
saying.
about that right now. Like, this is family time.
Right.
We're not talking about inventory right now.
That's understandable. That's understandable though. Yeah. But you guys are in business together.
I'm gonna say
blurred lines.
So like I said, it's good to disconnect a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know you're gonna reconnect back a little, a little bit later, or tomorrow morning, or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But sometimes it's in the moment.
Yes.
And you having that light bulb in the moment.
Yes.
Like he'll wake up in the middle of the night and I hear the clickety clacketing.
And you know we're like that. Men are like that. You know the women, they're like, no, I need my sleep time. We'll get up at 2-3 in the morning, like, oh shit, I just thought about something. And she's like, leave me alone.
Can I say something? Okay, so this is what I say about people, because I'm always watching. So that's when you know you're a winner, because you already won in the hip hop like industry, right? You did something, you're acclaimed critically, and now you're into the food business and you already rose to the top. So that's what I said. You got to compliment him on my behalf and tell him that's how you know you're a winner. So there's other areas you could jump into and be a winner,
champ,
because you fell from here, didn't fall. I mean, whatever it fell crumble, right? You went down, and then we seen you at your lowest. Come right back up.
Rebuild something completely different.
Because he said, watch this. Unfortunately, this is the amount of money I had, and I had to put it into this. If I didn't put it into this, you won't be where you're at right now. So that's the risk that everybody's scared to do. That's what I'm saying. I have whatever it was, and I put it right back into it. This got to work.
Beautiful.
And it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
Blessing. And I'm going to say this, too, because I always tell people this also. I find it so inspiring since the first time I ever heard it. He was talking about something. We're talking about work, obviously, and he was doing an interview or something, and he made a statement like, my wife is always like the careful one, the safe one, because I am. I'm always like thinking, okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? We need to have a plan B. We need to make sure that we're good.
See past that. Yeah.
Right?
Safety net. Safety net.
See past the
He's
clouds.
not, that's how I think.
He's in the moment with the superstars.
Right. No, but listen. I believe in algorithms and protocols, and that's the way that I'm built, right?
Yes. That comes from your parents.
It does. My parents, my career, my old career, all of that. But then he's like, man, I just jump off the cliff and build a parachute on the way down.
That's that hustler spirit.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to build a parachute while I'm dropping. You know what I mean? Yeah, but... Yeah,
but you know what? That hustler spirit will get it done every time.
Absolutely.
It's almost like we work on faith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a faith-based. I always say it's a very spiritual connection with this whole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the culture, music, and hip hop and everything. Like
when
you really believe in something and you want to move on something, I feel like we're divinely connected.
Yes.
And we're going to make it happen. I don't know what it is, but I know we're going to
somehow it's going to happen. Yeah.
That's why when I met this guy, I was like, yo, he's cut from that cloth.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it's been nonstop ever since we linked up. And I know, he comes from that same cloth that, that's what it is. We ain't going to fail.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What the whole say, I will not lose.
Right.
Like that. That's the mentality.
No, it's true. It's true.
Failing is not an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, that's the thing. Like, if people around me, like I was just saying, we used to pay a certain amount of money to each person around you. So if you can have people just moving at your same speed, it's just a different dynamic. But it's hard to get everybody on the same page.
So that's the most difficult thing.
That's what JayZ would say. So he would tell everybody. He would say to everybody, I'm not doing an album unless we're on the same page. Mm-hmm. So if you're playing a video game or you're in love, whatever, you need to. This is just what I'm saying. You need to disconnect all that, and we're in now JayZ album mode.
Right. You need to check in
and that's
to
what,
this.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's crazy, that frame of mind. Yeah.
And you got to be disciplined to do it.
But
you have to be disciplined to do it.
That's how it's got to be. In order for
a
unit to move forward, it's got to be in unison.
Exactly.
You understand? It's got to be in unison. We can't just all move forward, everybody at their own time and do it.
Right.
Maybe tomorrow.
Right.
Nah, bro, you got to pull up. Like you said, you got to be on time.
It's a mindset, like you're saying, it's a mindset, right? Because like even when I was working in the fire department, it was the same kind of thing. Like you might be going through whatever you're going through at home. You might have had a death in the family. You might be struggling. Your kid might be sick. Whatever you're going through, when people call 911, they're not trying to hear what you're going through. They need you to do your job and save their life. You know what I mean? So
it's a tough job.
That kind of, it's real. Yeah, it is. It is. And you have to like literally mentally check out.
Yeah.
Of whatever you got going on at home, fighting with your man,
right.
Whatever's going on at home, you got to check out.
Because you guys are like the first responders. Like you guys are there on the scene when it just happens.
Right.
You pull up before even the cops.
The cops, right.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
So you can't have anything else going on in your head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You got to focus 1,000% zoned into what you're doing. And it's hard.
And it's a lot of life or death situations.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. Yes. And on top of that, your body, the human body, right? Like you're getting jerked out of your sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, facts.
So that alone
it's already stress.
Throws you
That's
off.
how it is, right? It's still like, what, y'all got to be there, what, how many hours? Like
24 hours.
So
and then
straight, 24 hours straight?
Yeah, 24 hours straight.
So anytime a call comes in, bomb, jump and
you
run.
got to go. Yeah.
Jump and run.
Yeah. It took me years. I retired in 2018. It took me probably, we're in 22 now. It took me probably a whole full 3 years to be able to sleep through the night
without waking
and to sleep deep.
Without waking up.
And to be able to sleep deep, to really sleep. Because I would wake up all night long.
I can imagine. That must be like a PTSD that comes along with it, right?
It's already a clock. Your clock
the toll,
is
that's the toll that comes. Wow, salute to all the firefighters, man, and everybody in the community, the policemen, everybody that really holds it down, because that's like a tough job, a very, very tough job, you know? You got to give props to those men and women. And what's up, champ?
For the service. No.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. The service. You got to wake up and do the service regardless of what you're going through. Remember, you provide a service. If you're not providing a service on this earth, you mean nothing. You provide no substance.
It sounds harsh, but
it's crazy. That's the way it is.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
That's like we were just talking about that whole aspect of social media and like the negative effects it has on people. But it's like my partner says, he goes, I go on social media to, we just
make money.
We're promoting our business. We're doing, you know what I mean? Like we have a purpose when we're on social media. And I'm like, I agree. But there's a lot of kids, there's a lot of people like young, especially the girls, and they see what's going on,
You
and
know already,
they
you
get,
know.
you know what I'm saying? They'll see something, and they'll feel inferior or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a gift and a curse with that whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of good that comes with the technology, and right,
course.
the advances of technology and this whole social media way. But then there's that whole mental aspect. You know, that negative mental health aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
I fear that for future generations because, as I'm sure everybody does, because I feel like our kids are so susceptible to that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like 100. They just look at everything on Instagram and they think that's real life, and it's not. And even if you tell them it's not.
It's still believable because it's an image. So that's
even though your kids are older already, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, my son's 22, my daughter's 15, but... And my son, you know, he's doing his own thing. He's a grown man at this point.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
what I'm saying, the kids are grown, just like mine.
Right.
Yeah.
But I worry because social media. So we were talking about this the other day too. It's like our generation, right? Mm-hmm. Our age. We were here before internet. Yes. Right.
We were
so throughout our lives, internet became a thing.
Right.
Then came the phones, because when I was in high school, there were no cell phones. I mean, only the richest of the rich had cell phones, the big boxy phones.
Remember the big...
the big antenna phones, right? But
brickies.
then came beepers and everything else. So all this technological advancement happened
we
during our lifetime, right?
Like we were witness to it.
Right. Dial-up internet and the whole thing. So it's like, when you tell your kids rotary phone, they're like, what are you talking about, Ma? And I'm like, no. That? You literally had to like you really had to dial the phone number. Right. Remember, you can't even find a payphone anymore anywhere.
They are. I find them all the time. There's one in downtown. I can show you. I bug out because I'd be
like my kids bug out when I tell them, no, we used to have a beeper, and then you would beat me, and then you
had to wait for me to call you back,
and then you had to wait for me to hit. My daughter would be like, what?
Like, what's even the point? And I'm like, I don't know.
For
what? You can't even explain.
You must have been real important, Dad.
They're waiting on me to call them back. Remember? That was crazy. But we grew up in our lifetime. There's been all this. Now they're coming out with flying cars, AI robots. Right. This is still during our life.
This is great.
That's a lot of advancement in 50 years.
A lot.
AI will take your voice and make you say some shit that you ain't never said. And
that's gonna be a whole thing, because I promise you, dudes are gonna be like, "That wasn't me."
Yo, that's crazy.
That's not my voice, and that's not my face, and they put my face on somebody else.
Yo, they got records with Hove and Tupac and like crazy. I'm like, yo, this sounds just like them.
There's an AI record right now that's being entered into the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
So it's crazy. Somebody did an AI song with
AI.
Drake and somebody else, and it's being entered.
Who, with Drake?
Yes, they did an AI Drake.
I heard about that.
Yes.
You'll see. That's already where it's going.
I think he signed off on it or something is what it is, right? That's the big deal.
The Recording Academy do say, we're going to enter it. Like, we don't care what you say. So that's what they're doing,
wow.
So
that's insane, though.
It's crazy
like, think
what's
about
going on.
that. This is so... Now they're talking about aliens. It's just so much.
The aliens are here. Stop. You know the aliens, V.
No, I know, but I'm saying...
Everybody has a camera.
You know what? No, don't tell me you're on his team. You believe in aliens, too?
I mean, I'm starting to believe it's something out there.
For real?
Yeah. It's got to be.
Wow.
Bro, everybody's
convincing the whole world.
It's not. No, listen. It's not him.
Go. Listen.
Me and him have never even had this conversation.
It's one thing when you see. Listen to what I'm gonna say. It's one thing when you see the same image of that shit in the sky. Niggas, everybody on IG. Look at this and look at this. The lights and it's 5 and it's 7.
We just said AI is all over the place.
Yeah,
you don't think people's bugging out, making stupid little things on the phone?
I think we would be arrogant as a people to think that there aren't other life forms out there.
I don't know.
You know how many planets there are in the universe? There's God. I mean, I get it, and I'm into the scriptures too. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I can't imagine that there's all these planets and all these different, and there are no other life forms anywhere in the universe.
Yeah, and this,
like
this
I don't.
He's always saying that.
Look, we've only discovered Watch this. We've only You can look at this. You know, I'm always stats.
Yeah, you're the numbers guy.
We've looked into space is 0.03. We have not even discovered 1% of space. I'll say it again. Not even one. We've discovered 0.03. Not even 1%. It's letting you know. Every time you move that like 1 millimeter, that's it. We got to study this for 100 to 300 years. It's just crazy. A millimeter, like it's just
it's a lot.
No, I feel you. I you know.
And listen, I'm in church every Sunday. I get it.
I'm not saying that there's not a possibility, but
Mexico
fathom
just
it.
put
You just
out-
need to see it for yourself.
Yeah, I just can't
I get that.
picture the little green guys walking around.
I don't even think they're
or
I don't
gray
even think
or
it's
whatever.
like that.
You know, I don't
even think it's like that.
I
But
don't
I
know,
just
man.
feel like there's something. I don't know.
I think when you hear all that shit going on, bro, it's a distraction, and there's something else going on behind the scenes. And Hunter Biden's laptop is, you know,
That could be true,
There's some
too.
other shit going on that they don't want you to know about.
That could be
so that's
true,
why they'll be
too.
like, woo.
No, that could definitely be true too.
You know,
Because
the
I know
Twilight
this
Zone.
government is fucking with us. I
Yeah,
know they
boy,
are.
I guarantee you that
They
one.
are fucking with
That's
us.
what I'll play.
For
boy,
shit
I'll
sure.
bet my life on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know about all
So-
that other stuff, but I'll bet you that for sure.
No, they're
Guaranteed.
definitely fucking with us.
Guaranteed,
so, I mean,
bro.
regardless, but
That's guaranteed.
that's a whole other.
But that's what I'm saying. So then they want us here going back and forth about this stuff.
Meanwhile, they're doing their little shit.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
they've been
They
doing
sweeping
that.
everything up under the rug. No, yeah, look. Oh my God.
Listen,
did
they
you see
could
that
do it.
UFO?
Listen, they could do that.
Holy shit,
No,
Craig.
listen,
Look at
wait,
the UFO in
no.
the sky.
I'm gonna wake you up. They could do whatever they want. They don't need to distract. They don't need to distract you. I'm just
Facts,
sorry.
though.
Oh,
This
no,
is the
but they
real
do, but they
mafia.
do.
But they don't listen to what I'm saying.
No, listen.
Time out. Wait.
Listen.
Wait, they don't need to. They don't need.
I feel you.
They don't need your approval.
I feel
Time
you.
out.
I
They
feel
don't
you.
need your approval. They've been doing it because you're not part of the bloodline. Look at that one. You're not part of that bloodline. So we are part of the Commonwealth, and we are a slave. Yeah. Don't even get me going. Federal number, your Social Security. I'll break it down masonically. Sorry, I will
You're
break
right,
it down.
though.
You
You're
are
right.
a
They
cattle.
don't
You
need
are a
permission.
number. Sorry.
However,
Continue.
there has been I think, you know, ever since the whole thing with you know, Trump's last administration and stuff, ever since then there's been like a rise in like the people, what do they call it?
He sparked that. Yes, he got that energy. That
He got it.
They were
He
showing
does.
a lot of killings. I remember they were showing a lot of killings while he was in presidency. I'm telling my dad, like, Papi, they're killing a black man on TV, execution style. Boom, they're watching him run and they shoot him.
Yeah,
I was watching that on TV. With
and
my
I'm not.
dad.
Listen,
I don't watch TV.
I continue to say this because I'm not the biggest Trump guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a Trumpster. None of
Not
that.
a Trumpeteer.
So when he was in office, when he was in office, I was never like, oh, Trump,
Right.
you know. But in hindsight,
his money
looking
was
back,
good.
I'm
His
looking back
money
on it
was
now.
good.
His what?
His money was good.
Not
Not right now with Biden.
Right.
The economy was good back then. That's all I'm
our
saying.
money right now is.
So that's my point,
Shout out
man.
to Trump. Shout out to Trump.
Nah, I can't co-sign that, bro.
Shout out to Trump.
That's my point. At the end of the
For
day,
money.
I look back in
For
hindsight,
money.
right? Hindsight is 2020. So I look back on it and I'm like, we weren't that bad off with Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Economically.
That's
You know,
it.
economically,
That's all that matters.
the economy was doing great. We were all good off
We live
financially.
in a
It was
racist
like,
country. You're gonna tell me we don't live? Stop. You're gonna tell me we don't live in a racist country? I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna pause. Thank you.
No, but I'm not even talking
There
about
it
that.
is.
No, but he's not. Yeah, he's
I'm
But
not
I'm
even
just saying what
bringing
it
that up
is.
yet, you know, because that's another thing. They say he was very divisive,
Yes.
and things like that, and I
think
do
so,
kind
too.
of see that a little bit, even though I don't think it was him per se, but a lot of his people were, like a lot of his followers were, right?
Yes.
So I get it. I get it. A lot of his
Absolutely.
constituents and other people were like,
sure.
oh, Trump,
Still.
man, you know, yeah, I get it.
Even
But
now with the
he-
whole January 6th thing, they're like, well, he's like, well, I didn't tell them to do what
Right.
they did. But
Which is
then
true,
they're
he
kinda
didn't.
Like, he didn't.
Right.
He didn't, but he did, but not
It's like, come
directly.
on, give my dog a ring. He
you know
didn't
what
do
I mean?
it.
No, I mean,
But
okay.
what I'm saying is this. My point is this.
That's what I lost you out. That staged performance at Capitol Hill is what you mean to tell me?
You're talking about the stage.
The stage performance that they broke into Capitol Hill.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yes.
January 6th.
Yes.
A stage performance because I've been there. Remember, I live the house is 2 hours away from
I already
DC.
know. The
Do you know
Virginia
what?
house, I know.
Do you know what they have in front of all that? They have a guard literally every 10 feet, and there's
That's what I'm
a
saying.
post that
Yeah.
comes up. I've been there, and I
So
know
you
that
know it was an inside job.
That's what I tell people. You gotta go. I told my dad, please, Papi, I want to bring you over there to see like what's going on, and you're gonna be like, wow, because they changed all the buildings have marble now. They used to be white. Come on, if you go to DC, you see what your taxpayer dollar does. Remember, it costs. Let me talk. $100 million a day to run DC government.
Jesus,
Stop.
$100
million a day to run
That's a
that
lot of
place
money.
from 9 to 5.
That's a crazy figure.
I've been there. I know. That's
Wow.
you
But
gotta understand.
my point. Before I forget my point,
Go.
not to cut you off, John, but
it's too much stats.
no, because that figure,
It's too
you
many
just threw me
stats.
off with
He's
that.
big on the stats.
Yeah,
all
he's
day.
huge on that. Mama, can we get? You need a refill on that? You good? The
Sure.
Virgo goddess got you.
Sure.
She's
I wasn't going to say
you.
nothing.
no.
Gracias. Gracias, senora.
All right. What I was
Before
gonna
you
say,
get
my
your
point
point,
with this
so
whole
go
thing
ahead.
with Trump, because like I said, I'm not the biggest Trump supporter or
yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
But I look at him like really there is no contrary right now, and what he did with the whole thing of the child, the kids with the
sex
child
trafficking and all that,
all of that.
Yeah.
He's one of the only guys that actually stood up and is like,
he had cojones
and addressing that.
Even though he's a womanizer,
he might be a womanizer, but what man is?
Well, I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say
we're all womanizers. Some to more extent than others,
to
right?
an extent,
but we're all womanizers, right? We're men, bro.
Do not let the doggy out. Keyword.
I'm just saying.
Do not let the doggy out. If women can control themselves, so can men. Do not let the doggy out.
Thank you.
Well, you know what they say. You don't thank you. You don't argue politics and religion, right?
Because absolutely.
Because it's just.
Yeah, no, I agree. But he loves to bring up, this religious thing.
The reality.
This political thing.
The reality.
Yes.
But it don't matter who's president because the same laws apply. Like, what are you going to do? Watch this. What are you going to do?
I agree.
Stop. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Watch it. Print more money. They can't even balance the economy.
Right.
So go ahead, run the presses. We already know that.
We already,
Stop. So
we're
already too old to understand this the way it works.
No, do you guys know the facts on that? They printed more money.
I know.
There's more money in circulation now
400
than
years. Yeah.
Than
that's
there
why
has ever
we're
been in 400 years.
Yeah, that's why it's
Is
just.
that crazy? And guess what? All that money that they printed, guess who it went back to?
I know that. The companies.
The
Remember
1%.
Yeah. It always does.
You know what?
It always does.
Warren Buffett says, it doesn't matter how much money we give you. In 10 days, you'll give it back to our corporations.
Absolutely.
And this is the guy who owns basically the whole stock market. You get it? Sorry.
That's a fact.
So if you give it
What
right
did he
back,
say? Yeah. I could fix it in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Do you know? You heard that? When
Yeah.
he said,
What did he say?
Yeah. Because in the Congress, it's like a little circle. So it's 38 of them have been there for 38 to 42 years, and this is like the people that run it. So
career
once
politicians.
It's the next people manipulating
Crazy.
it will get to run,
course.
and that's Of
but
course.
It's all by design.
Inside, yeah,
it's all by
absolutely.
design.
But you put your time in and you work. So they got to put the time in and work too and see who gets who the upper hand. He's my boy. No, I vote no for him. I vote yes for him. And then it's like us 30. And then we'll eliminate 16 of them and it'll be like 8 of us left. And then we run it.
That's how
it works.
Yeah. Is that crazy, dude?
Nope.
That's the system that we're living in.
Boston
right
Tea
now.
Party.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, and now you could even go into the whole, the dollar's losing value and every other country doesn't
you
even
know
want to
about
be
bricks?
bothered with us anymore.
You know
Yeah,
about
bricks.
right?
Yeah, of course. So it's like, now what are you gonna do? Because
we can't bully. That's what I've been saying. We can't bully every country.
Right.
We've been bullying every country since. So people are
bullying
tired.
the whole world.
Yes, literally.
Yep.
So they're remember what America is. Let's not forget. Remember, America was founded by Great Britain. So remember, we're basically the greatest defense to the world. The greatest defense. You get me? So the money is always gonna go back. Like I said, the money's 3% back to France, 8% to Japan. China. I could tell you the whole. China already owns like 48% of the United States. They're almost buying out the U.S.
I believe that.
So that's what's going on. The money has to go.
I believe that.
You're on some shit right now, champ.
But I know how it
You're
gets
right
how it gets printed and where it goes back. Where's everything made?
Yep.
Made in China.
China.
So all the money goes right back to China. We print to here.
Crazy.
We print to here. Excuse me. We print to here, but it goes right back to China. Everything we order, our containers, everything has to come.
So my question is, where are we all moving to?
What do you mean?
Where are we all moving to?
I know.
Because
outer space. That's why I said the money's going into outer space.
Outer space.
I don't know.
I guess.
I mean, imagine Elon is building a base on Mars, right?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of crazy.
No, they got pictures already.
Might have to figure that out because the United States ain't looking like such a great place to live anymore.
Yeah, sadly, but where are we going to go though? Right?
Let me say this.
That's the question.
Because they used to say Canada, but look at Canada.
Yeah, Canada's
Canada's
they
crazy,
close
dude.
everything out. Listen, I'm gonna send you a stat. So like around the world, watch this one. Another stat. Around the world, to be considered 1%, not in the U.S. Remember, because we're a different value of the world. Right. All you need to do is make $29,000 a year. Wow. In Argentina, if you make $2,000 a month, you're considered rich. You're 1%.
Is this a fact?
It's real. I only talk that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Argentina too, they're doing those
that
guys.
gives you a very, very different perspective
of the world because here everything is for sale. Remember,
perspective.
America is the sale driver.
Right.
It's the
capitalism.
So that's what people we know. What they do is work from home at the computer, get that U.S. check.
Right.
They sit somewhere else.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The remote jobs right now, they're killing it.
The
with
remote
the remote
jobs are killing it.
$3 to $4 grand. I got people that got houses in DR, houses in
Most of my
Mexico.
friends are all doing remote work. Yeah, they're all doing remote work and getting checks, big checks.
beating the system.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Finally.
Yeah.
It's almost like we I was gonna say like we finally figured out.
Like
because they're
But that was
comfortable. They're
because of
home
COVID.
chilling. Yeah.
That was because
But
of
it
COVID.
stayed that way, right?
It stayed that
And
way.
that's-
But
I
I
said
heard
it.
it's starting to like. A lot of companies are starting to call people back in.
Yes.
Maybe not
Some.
every 5
some.
days a week.
But I said it when it was going on during COVID. I said, bro, when everything goes back to normal, you think these companies that have these huge office buildings with all these people coming in are gonna want everybody to keep coming? No, they're gonna want everybody to just stay at home and keep doing your job as long as you're doing
As
your
long
job.
as they're productive.
That's it. As long as you're productive, stay there.
So watch this.
Now we don't got that overhead of
Right.
a big ass
Exactly.
25,000 square foot
do it at
office
home.
building. Exactly.
Look at this one. So since y'all saying that, so I know somebody. I can't say a name. Sorry, we're connected. So I know somebody in the company, right? And in their building, just because they tell the employees to work from home, watch this. Just on toilet paper, a month, they saving $70,000.
Yeah.
So
I believe
imagine
That's what I'm saying.
How big? So everything else on,
Yes.
electricity,
Everything else that goes with it.
So
Yeah.
they're basically making more money that they actually.
Because
could pay
imagine
them
that's toilet
employees
paper.
more
Use your own
money.
toilet paper at your house.
Imagine pens. Imagine
everything.
pens.
Oh, everything.
Imagine ink,
Everything.
toner for the
Electricity,
for the
just
Xerox
everything.
copy
So
So now
machines.
you get it. Water. He told me another
all
bill
the
was
water.
like 180, 189 because he
Yeah.
gets to see the statement. My friend drives a
Yeah.
Bentley. You know, we got
Yeah,
a
of
lot of
course.
friends that drives Bentley. So
Bentleys,
anyway, so he showed me, and I'm like,
Big
man,
time,
That's
big
nice. I like that. That's
Yeah,
nice. So
sure.
imagine a year, 7 times 12, 840 grand on toilet paper.
That's crazy, bro.
Ba-ba.
That's crazy.
So, but people don't think like that.
And they don't think about overhead being toilet
Nobody
paper.
thinks about overhead. Yes,
Nobody.
but it is. It
Yes,
absolutely
But
is.
that's overhead.
That's overhead, dog.
I love it.
If you're an entrepreneur, that's what you got to deal with. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
absolutely.
most
People
people
don't
that
think
are
about that.
employees don't think.
They don't.
They
because
never think about
They
that.
just show up to work and get
Get a
told
check.
what to do.
And that's it. They
A
wanna get that check.
participation
Right,
check.
right.
Participation
And
check.
that's why they
wanna-
break your shit.
They want to do whatever for them 40 hours, 50 hours, whatever it is, and get their money. That's
And
all
they'll
they
tell
want.
you, I show up and I do my job every day, and you're like, that's literally what I'm paying you for.
That's
though.
what you're
like you're
supposed
acting
to
like
do.
you're doing me a favor.
Yeah.
But now, and that's the other thing, the entitlement.
The entitlement is
The
crazy.
entitlement
Yeah.
with this new generation of what is it, Gen Z? What is
Gen
it?
Z. It's not
I don't
Gen
know.
Z, right?
What is
Aren't we
it?
Gen-
Millennial? What is it?
Oh, the
we're
millennials. Oh, no.
No, we're not.
We're
I don't even
Generation
know what it
X.
is anymore.
We were before the millennials.
I don't even know what it is anymore. But whatever
Well, I
this
don't know.
new
You're
generation
younger than I am,
is,
but I'm an
30,
OG.
30. I even want to say 35 and under. I honestly want to say 35 and under.
I'll say 31.
Some of my
and
friends are
under,
going to get mad at me, but I want to say 35 and under. Like a lot of the people this age are entitled.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crazy.
not everybody, though.
Yeah, no, of course it's not
But,
everybody.
but I feel you. There's a
Because
lot
they
of
feel-
entitlement.
There's a lot of
They
entitlement.
feel part
they show
of
up.
that transition. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I tell my girlfriend. A lot of people want to ride off your work that you put into, and that's what this
Right.
has become.
Right.
So you do the work under your name, and
Right.
nobody could take it from you.
Right.
But if you do it under a company, the entity of the company makes
Listen.
makes people feel like they're entitled to that. But if you do under your name,
You got to think about
I
it.
got here with my name. You can't take that credit away. That's what I say.
Real
shit.
My hustling experience, you can't take that away.
And you can't replicate it.
Oh,
You got to think about this.
That's the most important thing. You can't
You
replicate it.
that's
You
all
can't
that's
do
said. You know, it's
what I
funny,
did.
Lionel goes, "You made a lot of people millionaires in front of his dad." Like, well, of course. And those are still my friends that we can make more money.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Woo! I love it.
Yeah, it's
because
true.
the door's never closed.
It's a
Right.
beautiful thing.
The door has never closed.
Right.
Therein lies the power of who we are.
Because somebody, watch this. When you teach, this is what I have to say. I'm gonna say it real beautiful. When you teach somebody the game, right? Everybody's mind is different. So that means if I teach 5 people the game, somebody's gonna be a superstar and excel us
Out of that
in
5.
in a different manner.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And you have to respect that.
Right.
That's why I said I do
Right.
not care. I show them the same way they'll teach me a game and I learn something different.
Yeah.
This is life. We're exchanging like this game, real estate. Okay, this guy's good with accounting. Now I could do my own taxes. I don't need an accountant.
Facts.
So this is the way you learn. But
Yeah.
people don't understand that. It's an exchange.
It's a competition for them.
Yes.
It's always a competition. It's always, can I do this better? Can I steal this from this person? It's crazy, man. The entitlement, the competitive, and don't get me wrong, competition is good. Healthy
Right.
competition is good.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I
But
agree.
sometimes it's like you look at some of these people nowadays and you're like, oh my God. Like,
Well, I always
Gotta
say,
put that
think
work
about
in.
this.
You
Think
gotta put
about
that
this.
work in.
If you're 28 or under, then you were born with the internet already.
Mm-hmm.
So think about,
tool,
like you
cheating.
said, we was here,
You're
we
cheating,
witnessed it all come into effect.
You're
So
a cheater.
we seen
You're a
life, we seen life pre-internet, right? And then we seen life
post,
after
post, yeah.
Like everybody will go, oh, just Google it, right? For whatever it is.
I tell my son that, Papa, come on, stop. Don't even think
Wait,
about it.
Let me give you one better.
Go ahead.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, yo, he's becoming a monster with ChatGPT.
Oh no, listen, I have it too.
He's like, he always used to hit me up like, yo,
But
we need
look.
to write something, and I would always write it. You know, I take my time to write it.
Right.
So he goes, nah, don't worry about it. I don't need you to write it no more. I'm like, what are you doing? So he sends me the shit that he wrote. I read it. And I'm like, yo,
Yeah, you ain't
this
write
is
that
out of
shit.
hand. I was like,
You ain't
yo.
write that shit.
I was like, yo. But he goes, yo, I got that ChatGPT on lock. I said, boy, you killing it,
I'm
boy.
telling you,
It's crazy.
it is no joke.
The thing is, you have okay, so I'm going to say this. You have, I said this before, you have weaknesses and you have strengths. So me, personally, my weakness is writing, because if I was able to write, I would have been a rapper, had hit signals, had hit single platinum, because I put my own money to the table. But I don't write. So now you have this tool.
His thing is numbers.
That can write.
His thing is numbers.
You know, I'm the human calculator.
I'm the
He got
opposite.
the numbers.
I'm the opposite. I'm a great writer, but numbers, no.
When we saw each other at Brewery's house, what I asked you? Hey V, the numbers. Remember?
Yeah.
That's all, how you doing?
Like,
I love
crazy.
you. Let me know the numbers. Bye.
Yeah, like I don't like numbers. I don't like numbers. But that's the thing with ChatGPT too. It's like you can go on there and literally create anything you want. But again,
plan,
like with I did it using ChatGPT already. But this is the crazy thing, right? When you think about it, you go and you do that. It could work in your favor, but it could also hurt you, because I tell my kids all the time, you got to read. They've always been readers. I was always a reader. I was always good at reading, vocabulary, grammar, etc. I tell my kids, you have to read because you need knowledge. You can't just depend on Google to help you with everything. Because it's not always going to be.
You see, therein lies the gift of the curse.
That's the woman.
Because I always think about it, and I'm like, yo, what about this AI shit? What about if we got a kid that's in 6th or 7th grade or 5th grade?
Yeah, but
he's using ChatGPT to do his projects at school. He's never going to learn anything.
That's the problem. And that's where it could be good or it could be bad. Because now you can use ChatGPT to pretty much create anything you want.
That's crazy.
And you can make yourself look like a fucking superstar. And you a dumbass. You don't know shit. But this thing wrote the whole thing for you. So you go in there and they give you, let's say, a job.
Talk about a BS and BS.
That's what I fear.
That's
right?
crazy, dude.
Because it's an amazing, like, whoever created that is a freaking genius.
Crazy.
Like, it is insane.
But you know they're dumbing. Let me say this. What they're doing is not. What you got to take accountability into is that they're dumbing. All I say is this: they're dumbing your skills down.
Facts.
I'm gonna tell you something in a minute. I'm gonna tell you something in a minute.
I know we need these tools, but watch this. So you see how you're telling that Instagram is not real. We already know that, but we know that from that point of view. So like I said, you guys have a business. So what your business profile does is not what you earn.
Right.
But they're caught up in that image. So that's what I'm telling people. I'm like, you guys are caught up on followers. Hold on, I'm going to pay myself right now another $2,000 for the day.
Right. Yeah.
But they're caught up on this.
Because that's all they care about.
On this facade. Like, where's the real checks? Where's the money?
Nobody is going to post the bad shit.
Exactly.
Everybody always posts the good shit.
It's the highlight reel.
Of course.
The highlight reel of your life.
Because who wants to show off all the bad shit that's going on in their lives? Nobody wants to post about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what I was going to tell you is, so there's this movie, and I've talked about this a couple of times. I don't think the movie ever made it big.
Okay.
I happened to see it by chance one day. It's called Idiocracy. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Okay. I forget the actor's name, but when you see him, you'll know his face.
Yeah.
But it's basically, the whole gist of the movie is, so he gets frozen in time for, I don't remember how long. It might have been 40 years, 30 years, whatever it was. And over the course of that period, people have just deteriorated, like the human race, in terms of intelligence, right?
He comes back when everybody.
He comes back and everybody's literally dumb. Everybody is stupid. They can't speak.
Wow.
There's no vocabulary. They're just
Is
dumb.
this in the
Everybody's
future?
dumb.
It's set in the future?
No. It's
like
not set in the
current
future. It's current time. Well, current time. I mean, the movie's not new.
Right.
It's, I don't know how old it is, maybe like 8, 9 years old.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm going to go watch it this weekend.
Idiocracy.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And
it's crazy.
I mean, it's a stupid movie. It's kind of like supposed to be funny,
But
you know.
there's a message in the movie.
There's a message in the movie. There's a message in the movie.
I always say they'd be dropping a lot of truths in Hollywood.
In movies, I'm telling you.
Yes,
I saw
yes,
this
yes.
movie, and that's what I'm saying. I've brought this movie up to so many people on so many different occasions because I'm like, this is so crazy because I feel like this is what's happening. Like
Crazy.
The kids that are coming up now, have you heard them speak?
Yeah. It's no English. Have
you heard them speak?
No English.
Yeah.
I
remember when we were kids and we were coming up. That was one of the most important aspects of
the vocabulary.
English, literature, just grammar, just speaking, like punctuation, like all of that was like even our handwriting.
Yeah.
Like the cursive. Remember when we were kids? Like when my kids were kids,
they made
didn't
you
teach
practice cursive.
So
yes.
you see how you're saying handwriting? That's what I mean. Now you write on the phone. So they took away
That's
that
it.
tool.
They took all that away.
I have a pen. My dad
It's
had
crazy.
I write that's what I'm saying. They're taking your skills away.
They are.
So that's why I keep telling you, it's cool, but nobody writes no more.
Yeah.
And the guy said, I sent my girl a message today, the guy, CEO of iPhone, he's like, I know when to put my phone down when I start losing eye contact with you.
Yeah.
So this is going on. Like they already know what they're doing.
Wow.
And I'm guilty of it. I think we all are at times.
At
right?
work.
Yeah, I mean,
have you walked into Walmart and seen the employees?
Oh, yeah.
Spaced out.
Oh, yeah.
At the door, you're like, you can rob them. You can be
and
like,
they don't pay attention to shit.
Crazy.
No, I know.
Crazy.
Everywhere. At Walmart, especially, you see them like, you see them at Walmart.
You know what? I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't even take notice to them because they don't even say anything.
It's
You
not
just walk
even.
by
It's
them.
not even a bad thing
You wanna
anymore
know what's
to be on
crazy?
your phone at work.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing. Look,
It's
crazy.
Shop at Walmart. Watch this. Just go on Walmart, and you're gonna see people. I'm gonna say this, and I see things. I'm analytical, so I read first with my eyes.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see people stuck in the middle of the aisles, just scrolling
on their
phone, bro.
But I've done it.
Stop.
I've done it.
You get me? Stop.
I've done it.
Like we do in the car.
Yeah,
Like
I've
we
done
do in the
it.
car.
Yeah.
With
And
Diana.
that's how, it literally just sucks you in, and you're like on Instagram or whatever it is, email.
You get caught quick, and you're
sucked
wandering.
in.
Listen, I'm
That's
a business
crazy.
doing. Sometimes I wander. I go to the next account, and then my personal. I'm
You
like,
go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's true.
like,
You go
know,
down a rabbit
and
hole,
I'm like,
right?
you got to wake up out of it. So that's why.
It's the gift and the curse, man. It's the gift and the curse.
Listen, and the kids have it the worst right now because they don't know any different.
They don't know.
They
That's
don't.
the thing.
That's
We know
all
the
they
difference.
know.
programmed.
We know
That's the
before
program.
this era. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. These kids
Remember, watch
were
this.
born into this.
Remember,
Right.
They don't know anything
I'll
else.
make you laugh on television. That's why I was never big on TV because it always says paid programming,
Yeah,
and now you're already programmed.
You're already
Yeah.
So
programmed.
that's it.
Yeah.
right.
It's a different transaction.
Isn't that
Everybody's
wild?
like, everybody. That's why it's hard to get into for people to listen to you or for them to make sense because everybody is on their phone.
All the
The
time.
attention is lost.
All the time.
No.
There is no.
I'm telling him I want to get off my phone. I'm like, I don't want to be on it because I know already this is a drug.
No, it is.
It's a drug, so it
It is.
releases certain hormones, and I'm like, I don't want to get on this shit. So
You know,
when I
it's
eat
funny.
out, I turn it off.
But this is the thing, right? The gift and the curse, because this is where you conduct your business.
That's the thing.
So how do you separate? You know what I mean? It's like
It's like I tell him all the time.
answering
We need to
email-
be on all the platforms.
You
And he's
have
like,
to be.
no, that's another job. I don't want to deal with it. I'm like, no, it's another instrument. It's another tool that
It
we need to
is,
master.
but you have
Watch
to be
this.
disciplined
Let me
with
ask
it.
you
That's
this.
You
the
have to
thing.
be
Watch this.
disciplined.
This guy is a nut job. So how many platforms are you on? Watch this.
Thanks,
so
buddy.
do you have Facebook on your phone? What do you have?
I have Facebook. I
Okay.
have Instagram.
But Facebook is you rock it every day or
No.
Exactly.
I
So
barely ever go on Facebook
Instagram
anymore.
is your drug of choice. Right?
Instagram is my drug of choice.
Watch this. What else? Watch so you can
I
understand.
have TikTok.
Okay. Whether you get on it, go ahead.
Where I have
Watch so you can
TikTok,
understand.
and now I have Threads.
Okay.
Threads is the new hot shit.
Go ahead.
And I think that's it.
But now that's
What
not,
about Snap?
Now,
You ain't on Snap?
what other?
I use Snap for the filters.
Right.
But I
So,
don't
okay.
post on Snap.
Okay.
No.
So what other platform besides that? So you pay your bills here, bank accounts.
Yeah, Wells Fargo app.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
Chase,
that's another
yeah.
job. So what you don't understand
Not a
at
job.
the end of the day, you're never gonna accomplish what
Right.
you want to accomplish.
It's
But
because
he's
they're
right.
taking your time, and
He's
that's what
right.
they.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
gotta understand. Remember,
It takes
I know
your time,
that-
but
I
at the
know
same
Even
this-
time-
to order your food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have my girl
Uber.
do it. I can't do it here.
But you
Order
can't
it.
front. It's convenient.
It is convenient, but that's how they get you, the
You
convenience.
don't want to be on there.
You call one of them Uber Eats, they gonna charge you like $20. But
Right,
hey, the
right,
food gonna come right to your door. It's
right.
like
You don't
20,
gotta go
30
get it,
minutes.
and you
Yeah.
ain't gotta cook.
And you can keep
Right?
working. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
no, this is-
Are you
it's
willing to
crazy.
pay for it or not? It's a convenience thing. You know.
Crazy.
It is
Remember?
crazy.
Back in the day, the convenience was going to the farm stores.
Do you
like to order.
remember when in Back to the Future when they had they were all eating at the table, remember? And then they had the little thing come down with the fruit.
Oh yeah,
They pick the fruit out and then they put the pizza in the microwave or whatever that
Crazy.
thing was.
Yes.
And it's ready in like 10
And it's
seconds.
ready, like, prompt.
the whole
Yep.
pizza.
Yeah.
And at the time when you watch the movie, you're like,
You're not making sense
so
of it.
cool.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and look,
And
Look where we're at.
movies
We're
is
here.
the
The
Damn
future is
near.
now.
Yeah.
damn near.
The future is now.
And they got flying cars.
So
No, I was gonna say now they got that air fryer.
Remember,
That's
I have an air fryer. I love it. I love my air fryer.
My daughter and my son
stove.
got me one. That shit is fire, bro. It makes everything taste fire.
Air fryer is everything.
Now you don't need that damn microwave no more. That microwave was whack.
I love my air fryer.
You put
the air
the
fryer is
seasoning,
bomb.
marination, and you don't do that.
And you're good.
Yeah.
And you're good. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We used
And
the
they're gonna
stove
come up
top.
with more shit.
You know what? The stove is used for edibles in the crib.
I heard they got a flying car already.
It's for the sauces.
You heard about that?
Yeah.
There's a flying car already legal in the United States.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
Like 300 something bands. Who's gonna afford that?
It doesn't matter, but it's there.
But that's
there.
a few people can afford it. What I'm saying, it's there.
So this is my question, right? With the
It's
flying
exciting.
car.
It's
This is my question. It's exciting. This is my question with the flying car, right? How are you gonna? There are no roadways, so how's that gonna work? Is everybody gonna have to take like a pilot class?
Airspace.
Right, there's gonna be airspace, but how do you maneuver 1 million cars in the air with no lanes, no signs? Like, how does that work?
Thank you. That's gonna be a
That's
shit
gonna
show.
be a shit show.
She's thinking ahead. That's why she's
gonna
here.
work?
No, because
they're like,
I
oh,
was
the
thinking the same
FAA
thing.
approved,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. Okay, that's great that they approved the flying
Who's gonna
car,
map
but
all
who?
this?
Right?
I'm
How is
sure.
that gonna
I'm
work?
sure it's gonna be like a thing where the
They're
FAA
gonna
approves
breed
a
it
certain
probably, like-
height, and then they got to stay within like the
Yeah,
certain.
like your
So
jaw.
now you're counting on human beings that are not pilots to know
To
what
monitor
height
that,
and
yeah.
what width and how far they can.
Yeah, length with
That's
height.
a shit show.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
That's gonna
But
be
this
a
is
live
where
show.
we're at, yo.
And a
I
lot
get
of people,
it.
watch this, a lot of people are going to die.
Absolutely.
Because this is about getting perfect.
Which is part of the
trial
plan.
and error,
Right.
remember?
Which is part of the
Right.
plan.
Before becoming perfect. So
Let's give him.
I don't
Hey,
even like being on a plane.
I can
so-
picture the last Illuminati meeting.
too.
Well, you know what, Judge? Let's give them flying cars.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree. We're giving them flying cars. By George, we're giving them flying cars. We'll
they're
kill
just
each other
gonna
by the
crash
millions.
and burn.
They'll
everybody.
crash for real. Like, come on. It's
They
gonna.
can't even barely get the planes right.
But
these
we
days.
can't get the regular cars on the street right.
Right, exactly.
We can.
And now they want
You
us to
go out
fly
in
them.
Hialeah, it's an accident every 5 minutes,
Can
bro.
you imagine an abuela that's like
Come
driving
on,
a
bro.
flying car, bro?
Come
Can
on,
you
bro.
imagine?
Come on.
You know how many-
can't do that.
you know how
Abuela,
many-
no, esa no te lleves ese carro.
So hold on. If people are crashing in regular cars, imagine in airspace what's gonna happen.
But
That's gonna be a
Not only are
that's
you
crazy.
crashing in
That's
the
crazy.
air, but then you're falling on whoever's below
you're
you.
falling, yeah.
So that's a
More.
whole other situation.
more.
You could be falling on a building, on a
Imagine.
house, on another car.
Imagine.
I know.
You're falling and you're crashing and burning whatever the fuck is under you.
I'm really trying to understand how they're gonna maneuver.
Yeah, that's
that.
wild. That's wild.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
You know, as long as the money's right, everything works, V.
But I'm
Remember,
trying.
as
I'm
long
trying
as
to
the money's
picture
right,
it.
everything
All
works.
right, so then I
I'm just
also
trying to
I
picture
think
it.
of like the technology like Teslas have the autopilot technology, right?
Yes.
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 The planes have
Yes.
autopilots. The plane
that-
when you lift off, they
That's
put
what
it-
I'm saying.
They don't, they,
so
they
is it
just
gonna
take
be
off.
is it
Yeah.
gonna be that type of system, right? If you have
Okay.
a car with the bomb with the
So-
autopilot, you set it on autopilot, it takes you from your.
You know
arrive
what?
to your-
Now that you say
right?
that could maybe be
Logically-
the only way.
I'm thinking that's the only way
That
it'll
it could
work.
work.
Because if you're up there
Autopilots.
guiding it, bro, imagine and you had a couple drinks or you a
Imagine
little,
enjoying-
you want some
Listen.
shrooms or something.
Yo,
You woo!
that's not
Me,
gonna work.
George Jetson.
It's gonna listen. They don't even sell manual transmission cars anymore.
That's crazy,
No, I know,
bro.
I know.
That's crazy.
Like we learn how to drive on stick shift. They
You
don't even
remember
have
the
that
stick shift
anymore.
cars?
Of
They don't have
course.
that no more.
My dad taught my son how to drive a stick
Even
shift.
the trucks are like automatics
Yeah,
now.
everything.
Like the 18-wheelers.
It's
Like
like
everything
about
is
standard.
automatic
And
now.
in America, remember America standards. That's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it
crazy.
is. Because
America's
in
sta-
Europe they still
See,
have
I
it.
know,
They still
I
have
know.
it, yes.
America
Yeah.
standards.
Real.
Because they
real.
want to make everything automated
Yeah.
here.
Wow, man, it's crazy.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you're taking away skills.
I know.
Absolutely.
From people.
I'm saying.
That's,
Absolutely.
That's
You're
what they want.
minimizing the skill of
Super
people.
minimizing.
You're making everybody a couch potato. You know what I'm saying?
Lazy.
Remember, we used to
No,
complain in the
what
80s.
they
We used to
make-
complain
no,
about the
no,
remote
what they
controls.
make, you understand why so here it is. You know, I'm a psychologist. So by taking away people's skills, remember, you make them lazier.
Facts.
Idiocracy. I'm telling you, watch the
Idiocracy.
movie.
I am.
This is exactly what it's explaining in a funny kind of like
Humor,
comedic way.
yeah.
It's explaining or telling the story of how in 40 years or however long the time
it
was
took.
that the human race has gotten so dumb.
Yeah.
And it even says it. It says it takes you through a whole little like skit part where it's like, well, Mary was 36 years old and she wanted to focus on her career. And by the time she wanted to have kids. She was too old.
Yep.
And so they didn't have kids. And then so-and-so couldn't do this and they didn't have kids. And then whoever did have kids had kids inbred. And it was just like, when you watch the movie, you're going to be like, oh, shit.
Yes,
yeah, like it's wild. And then everybody's dumb. Everybody's dumb.
Everybody's dumb.
And this guy wakes up and he's like, what?
That reminds me of like the
in
Twilight
the hell?
Zone. Like
Right.
the way you're presenting it sounds like one of those Twilight Zone episodes.
That's probably
Mary
how he
was
felt when
46
he
years
woke
old.
up.
yeah.
That's probably how he felt when he woke up. He
No
was like, what in the
bullshit.
fuck is going on? Because everybody is stupid.
That's crazy, man.
No common sense, no anything. It's wild. Like,
and
you
that's
gotta
how you
watch the
feel. That's how
movie.
you feel nowadays. With a lot of people are on that.
And going back to what we were saying earlier with the kids, like the kids, when I hear these kids speak, oh my God, I cringe,
But
and I
let
don't
me hear
wanna,
how they speak. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put it up.
No, I don't even want to say it because I'm like, I feel like I'm being judgmental.
Let me see how your perception of how they sound. Because I try my best. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna start by saying, like, we have ebonics, right? So it's cool. Like, we talk the way we talk. We have our slangs. We have, whatever.
We're from the street. We
Urban
always had-
Dictionary,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
So I get that. That's fine.
Right.
But when you walk into a certain environment, you need to be able to
Right.
speak properly.
carry
You need to
yourself
be
and
able
speak
to
proper.
articulate
Yes.
and
They
right.
don't end the words. They're hurting if they say
Right.
the.
Oh my God, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
a lot, and that's the way the rap songs are coming out.
I
like
can't
that.
even think of an example right now,
Rap,
but it's bad.
No, rap music has a lot to do with it. Let me tell you. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Again, by design.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
By design.
Yeah.
But it's
sad to say because I love hip hop.
Design.
And I love like Southern MCs
It's getting
and
bad.
everything.
It's getting bad.
But yeah,
they're poisoning the kids.
Like Gucci Mane in particular, I love him to death. His music is dope, but he's one of the guys that really like, yo, man, his lyrics, he be.
Yeah, but listen, just
Thug,
the fact
those guys are
that hip hop now. First of all, I wouldn't even call what we hear now hip hop. Let me just say that. I'm sorry.
Word. It's a different word.
People are gonna come for me, but that's how I feel.
Really?
I'm just saying.
Talk that talk.
Wu-Tang.
She was up at it.
Like when we were coming up in the 90s, that was hip hop.
That's your era.
Yeah, that was hip hop.
Yeah.
This.
So this.
I don't know what this is.
You don't consider it hip hop?
I don't.
What makes you say that it's not hip hop? Like the melodic stuff, like the auto tune stuff, or
no,
the trap stuff? What
it's
is
not
it?
the auto tune stuff or the trap stuff. It's just
what's your gripe with
what
it?
they're talking about.
The
What they're
subject matter?
talking about.
The subject
They're
matter.
not lyricists to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to tell you something. Today,
They're not
when
creative enough.
they're not creative.
They're not poetic enough.
They're not poetic enough, and they're talking about nonsense.
Right. Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, ignorant.
Like I was with my daughter earlier when she was doing my nails, and we're listening to she was playing music on her TV or whatever, and we're listening to Lil Durk and Lil Baby and
routine,
whatever.
Yeah, the routine.
Yeah. So we're listening, and then we're listening to what's his name, No Cap, and she would be so proud of me that I remember these names right now. No Cap and
that's how you
Rilo,
learn about the music through
Rilo?
the kids.
Rilo,
yeah.
So I'm listening to the songs are nice, like it's a vibe, you get into it or
The
whatever.
beats are hard.
The beats are hard, but it's like I can't even make out half the shit they're saying. First of all, and then I can't. It doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know if it's just because I'm older that I, that generational gap thing. I don't know if that's what it is.
There'd be a lot of drugs too, like the lean.
They make this. I was just gonna say that
the lean plays a big part.
I was gonna say
the
scissor.
perks.
You see where I'm like I'm old. Like I'm tired.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you on point with it. That's why
that's what
sometimes
it
you
is.
listen to it, you're like, damn, that shit don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense.
But if you like on lean or off a perk, you'd be like, oh, you be vibing.
Right.
But
these kids listening to that shit.
That's the vibe. Yes, that's what it is.
And again, when I hear it, I vibe. The beat, like you said, is dope. But I'm listening to their words, and I'm like, this is not hip hop to me.
Yeah.
To me,
I feel you. Our generation, we were more message based, more flow based. Like we were listening for the cadences and what he said. Oh,
exactly.
that punchline. Ooh,
exactly.
you heard that? Ooh.
Oh no, but you know what's crazy? Again, when she was listening to him today, she was listening to No Cap Dude, and she's like, "Ma, did you hear what he said?" And I'm like, huh? I'm not even paying attention. And she's like, he said, I can't even tell you what it was. She said, he said, ba, 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 and this, and this, and this, and ba, 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 and heard. And I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, that was kind of dope.
That is kind of dope.
But she had to
she has to break it down for
translate it for me.
Because you won't catch it off the first listen.
I didn't at all.
Yeah, because it's their vibe. Like, I feel like hip hop became this thing.
So I'm saying it's a generational thing, too, I feel like.
It's like what the
and not only... Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'll let you get back. What the older people says.
Yes.
you just have to listen to it. You don't need to understand it.
Right.
You just gotta watch it.
Right.
That's the thing. You're out of that. It's like the old rock and roll heads to the young ones.
Exactly.
They don't mix.
They don't mix.
It's
They
the
don't
same
mix.
thing.
But it's just hip hop. I feel like became so big that it's like now it's like all the different, like, remember back then it was kind of regional.
Yes.
You could tell an East Coast MC.
Yes.
You could tell a Southern
Yes.
MC. You could
It's
tell an
everybody's
LA
the
cat.
same.
Right.
Now it's like even
all
the
sound
LA
like
cats
from
sound
Atlanta.
kind of
Yeah.
Southern.
Yeah.
Even the New York guys are trying
You
to
can't
sound like
tell.
Batman.
Southern. It's weird,
You
right?
can't
Hey, the
tell,
New
yeah.
York drill rappers sound
Yeah.
like Batman.
It's weird. It's weird, right? It's
I had
weird.
to ask her where they're from.
It's weird, yeah.
Like, where is NBA Youngboy? She's like, oh, he's from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
And
Young
where
Boy,
is this
Louisiana,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't know.
NBA
Yeah, because they're all from all over.
All
NBA,
over the
yeah.
place.
NBA young boys like super dumb hot. Like
He's
Yeah.
the hottest.
Yeah.
He's that dude.
Yeah.
From the new
Fire.
generation, he's
Yeah.
that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and Rod Wave. Well, Rod Wave is more
he's
like
popping.
singer, more so than anything
He's
else.
Florida. He's
dope,
Florida.
though.
He's
Yeah, but
dope.
he's dope.
Yeah,
He's
dope.
dope.
Rod Wave is actually dope.
And
man.
I actually can understand and listen to what
Yes.
he says.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit different.
But
these
that's what
other
I'm saying.
dudes,
So there's still artists like that you be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
for
You
sure.
could pick
I
up.
like that.
for sure.
How come this over here
It's
is
not
like,
everybody. It's
how
just
come this other
certain
shit
ones.
is illegible? Like you can't even read it.
Because they just high.
It's unintelligible. That's what
vibe.
I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm
High on
saying.
other shit.
It's a vibe.
Absolutely,
It's
yeah.
a vibe. Just watch this dude. Like, take a drink. Like, the thing with music is that you have to be under the substance.
That's
Yes.
crazy.
That's the shit.
The
You gotta.
spirits.
You understand? You're not in
Yeah.
that substance.
Spirits.
Listen, I go out. Remember,
spirits.
watch this. I will get mad at her, and I know I'm like, damn, you at the club popping bottles. What I tell you, I want to be there too. I could do the same shit. I got money, but the fact that I'm not there with
Right.
you is that feeling. The same thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
All right,
she's
so
laughing.
we have a little segment. We don't have much time, but we have a little segment that we do called Fuego or Smoke.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. It's supposed to be like a quick little, quick
Yeah.
little segment, but sometimes it's not so quick because we get into explanations and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
So we just
Fuego is yes.
Yeah, it's
and
real
smoke
easy.
is no.
Fuego
So
is if you
fuego
like
is
it.
yes.
Yeah, if you like it, you
Fuego's
vibe
fire.
with it. It's
Fire,
fuego.
yes. Okay,
And then
got
smoke
it.
if you don't like it, then you got smoke with it. You ain't.
All right.
You
So let
ready?
me start off. Ready?
All right.
You ready? Set it off. eh?
Trump. That's my wave. Trumpy.
Smoke.
Smoke?
Smoke.
Okay, go ahead.
For real?
Smoke.
You got Trump. You got smoke with Trump.
I mean, we
I thought-
already talked about this.
I know, but I thought I convinced you.
I
thought
don't
we were
like-
gonna. I thought she
listen.
was gonna say Trump 2024.
No, to be fair, I don't like the other one either.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Who
crazy.
else is
To be
we?
fair.
Who else do we have for 2024?
I don't
Come
know.
on, V.
Nobody.
I don't know.
Let me hear your answer.
Trump.
I don't know.
Who do we
The
have?
same. It's
We
the
don't have
same. It's gonna
nobody.
be the same
It's
thing.
gotta be
And
Trumpy.
We're gonna eat it. We're gonna
He's
eat
the only
it.
one
Yeah,
going.
we're gonna eat it.
Come on, he's the only one going
They
against.
don't,
and
they
the
don't
economy
even,
will be
okay,
better.
next.
Go ahead. I like that. Get out of here.
All right.
Yo, I like that. I like that.
Drake.
Fuego.
Fuego. Yeah.
I like Drake.
Vibe and
I fuck
Drizzy?
with Drake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Drake is
okay.
dope.
Okay.
I like Drake.
Drake is dope.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know, so I'm gonna throw this left field. Football.
Smoke. Not because I don't like it. I just don't know the game.
Okay,
I don't
so-
understand it. I don't know it.
Dope.
So,
So what's your sport of choice? Just me.
I love basketball.
There it
I
is,
love
basketball.
UFC. I love boxing.
UFC. Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang. Okay.
I like
Okay.
fighting. I like the fighting shit. I
The
like
UFC
the
is
bloody
crazy.
shit. Yeah, I like
it's
that.
real. It's real
like that.
timing. Somebody getting hurt, cut,
Yeah.
broken bones. It's real.
I like that.
She's gonna happen.
I'm into
Splits.
it.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Right.
It's gonna happen.
I like that. I like
Go
that.
ahead.
So bare knuckle fighting.
Fuego. I like that too.
Yeah, you like to take
Yeah,
it there too.
yeah.
Yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
Because bare knuckles hardcore.
No, it is.
Because I love the UFC, but the bare knuckles like
I
another level.
think Yuli, our boy Yuli, does
Yeah.
that.
Shouts to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
brother Yuli,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's
he's
bare
been doing it.
knuckle.
Yeah, he's been
it's
doing
bare
it.
knuckle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I was gonna say a brand. Wait, I just forgot the freaking brand. Oh my god.
See, it's that
Huh?
shit
Which
you
brand?
smoking.
No. I was gonna say one brand and then I forgot the brand that everybody's.
A brand?
Damn, I forgot.
What's the brand?
Damn. I'm just gonna say Gucci.
Fuego. I like Gucci.
Yeah.
I fuck with Gucci.
What's your brand? Louis?
I like Louis a lot.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. Like, why?
No,
Because of
I
my
could
bag.
No, I could read. No, I'm not even looking at your bag. I didn't look at your bag at all.
Oh, because of my
I
bad.
like what I like. If I like it, I like it.
Okay.
Like I go to Macy's and get
And
shit
get
I like.
fresh.
Yeah.
Still make it look fresh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about Jordans?
Yeah, I like Jordans.
Still Fuego.
Yeah, I like Jordans.
A lot of people like, no, they make
No,
their stuff
I'm
in Malaysia. They make their stuff.
I mean, no, I don't even buy into all that bullshit because everything is corrupt everywhere. So it really doesn't. I don't base it on that.
Business.
Like I'm a sneaker. I'm a
Yes.
sneaker and jeans kind of girl.
Yeah.
So I'm into sneakers. My friends make fun of me because I always wear heels when we go out.
Right.
I always wear heels when we go out, and I'm like, man, I'm at this age where I might not be able to wear heels for much longer. So I'm gonna rock it out until the wheels fall off. And then
I love it though. I love like a woman in heels. Though. I can't like I don't like women going out like in flats. Especially if we're going out. Like if we're going out, you better.
Yeah, no. If we're going out and it's like out,
girl, yeah.
I'm wearing heels, right? But sometimes,
the sneakers is fly though. I like
no
the sneakers
daytime
with
sneakers all day. Every single day I'm wearing sneakers, jeans, and it's hot every day.
So that's what I gotta do. Daytime. And then nighttime.
Casual.
Right? Okay.
Nighttime is when you throw on the heels, champ.
You want to be comfortable. You want to be comfortable. And you got to know what heels you're wearing, right? You got to know the heels that the red bottoms you can only wear to get out the car, walk to the table at dinner, walk back to the car and go home.
And that's it.
So
that's it.
Because that shit is pain is beauty
they
is pain.
call them bloody shoes for a reason.
Blood,
listen, they hurt.
Yeah, every
girl hurt. For the amount of money they cost, they hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even lying to you. Those shoes, you have to really you wear them. You can't wear them to go out dancing all night. That's not happening.
Yeah, you can't flex. Let me before the plane lands, let me just go to a different topic. So, because we didn't do it on the last one, let's do it on this one. So before we go, this is what we call the church segment.
Scared.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like, so before we leave, is there anything you want to get off your chest, positive or negative, that you want to share with us? Anything you want to get off your chest?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest, but
what's the main one?
I don't know.
You light up. Go ahead. What's the main one? Like something you need to just get off your chest.
Something you may have been feeling but holding in.
There's so much. So, I mean, I guess what's fresh on my mind right now is just, we kind of touched on it a little bit, just people just not being grateful, not being good, doing good by other people. You know what I mean? And just doing right by other people, not because you're being watched, but because you just are trying to be a kind and good person. I really, truly believe in being kind and good to other people. And I was having a discussion the other day. I don't know how much time we have. I was having a discussion the other day really quick with this lady, and it's like, what they've been saying for years and years, you can't just be nice to people when people are watching, right? You can't do right only when people are watching.
You have to been doing the right.
God is always watching, right?
Facts.
So even when eyes are not on you, you have to try to do right to yourself and to others. So that's just my little thing. Like I really try to live my life that way, and I try to raise my kids, or continue to raise my kids that way, to just do right by people, even when they don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just do right no matter what.
Real talk.
So, yeah, that's my little thing. I've been trying to be on that lately. That's
it's
it.
a beautiful thing. That's good, though, because I feel like that's just living righteous. And if you're living righteous, then you're good. Like I said, if you put out good energy, you're going to get good energy.
You're going to get good back. The
karma.
karma.
Put out the good love, you're going to get that good love back.
Yeah, for sure. Because some people don't feel like they have to do right just because they don't know
you
or they don't fuck with you.
It's that sense of entitlement. Be like, oh, man, fuck.
Right.
You know
or not even just that, but also because they just like, I'm not obligated. I don't owe that person nothing.
I don't know that.
But that's another human being, and would you like that done to you? So why would you do it to them? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. So I try to live my life like that. Like I try to really try to treat people the way I'd want to be treated. Whether I'm cool with them or not.
Take notes, children.
Take notes.
This is wisdom.
This is wisdom.
That's what I was gonna say.
These are some gems.
This is when you start getting older.
Yeah, and you learn these things. Like
it comes with maturity, because a lot of times when we're younger, we don't even stop to think about it.
We don't.
You know what
we
I'm
don't.
saying? So this
and
is
I've
beautiful.
always raised my kids that way, and I really hope they carry that their whole lives. And my kids, and I can say this confidently, my kids are good.
Yeah,
they're kind. They're good. They're thoughtful. I love them to death. Like they really have been such a blessing in my life. And I know, everybody's kids are blessings, obviously, but they didn't give me no problems. Like my kids are.
No, you got to be thankful for that, bro. Like you
Everything.
remember when we came up, boy, it was crazy.
It was.
I thank God
put my
for that.
parents through hell.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I put my parents through hell.
There's a lot of you guys.
You know.
Stop. There's a lot of
us.
So stop.
We were a whole litter.
Hold on. What I want to ask is, on a good note, or since we're at this age, are you ready to be a grandparent yet?
No.
No,
No.
not yet.
No.
Not
Not
yet.
only am I not ready to be a grandparent.
But it's coming. It's coming in the next 4 or 5 years.
No.
It's coming. No.
No. Minimum 30. He needs to be 30 years old with his life
So
together.
you have a conversation about this with your son?
Yeah,
Is that-
absolutely.
okay,
of
cool.
course.
Go.
No, I told him, I
yeah.
said, you need to be able to
Be able to support the household. Yes.
support
yes,
the household. You need to be comfortable.
Mhm.
You need to have traveled and
How
seen
old
the
is he?
world. He's 22.
Boom.
He's a baby.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a baby.
He's got time. My son's 28, and I tell him he's still got time. Relax.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
You don't rush it. There's no rushing.
They're
this
in
process.
such a hurry.
There's no rushes. Yeah, there's no
There's no
rush.
rush,
Yeah.
man. Relax. I tell them both.
Take your
My daughter
time.
just turned 21. I tell her, you in no rush. Relax. You got your whole life ahead of you. Relax.
I had my son when I was 26, and I still feel like I wasn't ready
Yeah.
at 26.
Crazy. Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
I tell them all the
I will
time
have
they
one.
need to just
I will
take
have
their
one
time.
more now.
I would.
Look at it.
too.
With the right
Not
woman.
me.
If I find
I
the
want-
right woman, I would.
Not me.
I'm
but
single,
at the age,
so you know.
at the age we're
I'm
at,
looking for
you
a
need,
young
you need
lady that-
adoption.
Well, we gonna put that
Keep
out there
building.
for you.
Look, she's like,
We gonna
not
put
me.
that out there
Okay.
for you.
For our age, we need adoption. It's
Yeah.
not gonna
Who's
work.
our? I'm not adopting shit. First of all, I'm living my best life right
we ain't
now.
doing that. We ain't doing
I'm
that.
No,
saying,
no, no, no,
At
no,
our
no.
age is a little bit too old.
No.
But
I'm not
There's
rushing
there's
after nobody.
there's philanthropic people that like that enjoy doing that kind of stuff.
I'm
Let
just
them do
teasing.
that. Like
No,
Brad Pitt,
some people
Angelina
are built
Jolie,
for that.
They like that stuff.
Some
Let
people
them
are
do
built
that,
for
yeah.
that. They like to raise kids. They like to play with them. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, it's hard,
Oh, you're
bro.
not going back to that cycle.
Unless it's mine. You know, if it's mine, then
What
we'll do
about
it,
grandchildren? No.
No, I'm okay
It's
with
different,
grandchildren,
but
just
you
not
at
right
the
now.
house. I got you, I got
Not right
you.
now.
Right.
He needs to be good first.
Okay.
Fair?
Yeah,
Hey,
no, you're
Okay.
good.
We
You're
love 'em.
doing great.
We love them.
So we gotta land the plane, right?
Yes, this
At
is
some
about
point.
that time.
Even though this is like
could go
this
on.
is great,
Yeah,
we
no,
can
this
be
could
like
go on.
here all night talking. But thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
V.
you
like,
for
real.
having me.
It's
I
a
love
it's a
this.
pleasure
This
and
was
an
so
honor.
nice.
Yes, and you're welcome. Like I said, like I tell everybody, this is your platform. This is not ours. This is yours, and you're welcome to come back anytime.
I
Yes.
appreciate
Anytime you guys have
that.
anything going on, if you got any whatever events or whatever you guys got going on, a new menu item or whatever you want to announce, come through.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you feel good about
Thank
yourself.
you.
You
Thank
can
you,
come
thank you,
back.
thank
Yes,
you.
you know what's
I'm
up.
gonna be back soon.
Yes.
Say what up to Teach for me, man.
Of course.
Tell him you be say
He's
what
gonna
up.
see it.
Yes,
He's
yes.
gonna see it.
Yes,
I'll
man.
definitely
I'm
tell
a
him.
tag
I
him.
love y'all,
I'm
man.
a tag him.
Yes. Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna tag him on
I
all the
really
posts.
do, man. I love him to death. You know, that's like a big bro to me, and he's always helped. You know,
Yeah,
held
You know,
us
a lot
down.
of people look
My
up to
crew,
him.
TAC,
A lot
like
of people,
our whole, our
Yeah.
whole
a
movement.
lot of
He's good.
you know that a lot of people look up
Yeah.
to him. So we
Yeah.
gotta, just
Yeah. No, but I'm saying Teach in particular from the
say
whole
the truth.
305hiphop.com
Yeah.
era, like
Yeah.
everything
Yeah, he
we
put
had
the work.
going on, you
He
know,
put
like
the
Right.
work.
regardless of Pitt, Teach was always like behind us, and
Yeah.
he would always like hit me up like, yo, UB, blah blah blah. You know, this
Yeah.
is that. You know, Pitt might be out of town.
Right.
He would hit me up like, yo,
Right.
I need y'all over here. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah,
that's
he's good people.
I love
man.
him to death. That's my bro, man.
That's my homie. Outside of him being my
Yeah.
husband and my
Yeah.
business partner,
Yeah.
like that's
And
my
that's what I
homie.
love about y'all, because y'all
Yeah.
really got that
Like
that
that's
strength.
I be
that
wanting to
bond.
kill his ass sometimes.
Yeah.
Now
It
I'm
be
sure
like
he want to
that.
kill me
It be
too,
like
though.
that. It be
But
like that.
yeah, that's my dude.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I love y'all, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
You already know, man. Any last words, sir?
I'm good.
You good?
This is family right here.
Yes.
So I'm good.
The one and only Boss Lady V. You already know. This is the Boss Lady of House of Mac. Not to be confused with the other Boss Lady V. This is the Boss Lady of the House of Mac.
Thank you, guys.
Is it a franchise yet?
Franchise.
No.
Not yet.
Are you
Not
guys
yet.
boxing?
We're
You guys
working
doing the boxing thing, setting it off? Or,
We are,
almost
Go
there?
Belly, yes.
It's
We
almost
ship
there.
nationwide on GoBelly.com.
There you go. Bang.
So y'all can go to gobelly.com to get it nationwide. Yes.
Yup.
You already know.
Anywhere in the U.S.
That's dope. So you already know what it is, man. You be the underboss. My partner Hurricane Joe-EZ, the one and only V, the House of Mac in the building. And shouts out to the team, man. Mark the Shooter, Eunice the Virgo Goddess. I love y'all, man. Fuego fam in the building. Danny boy, you already know what it is, boy. Love y'all.